Nah, okay, we'll start now, yeah. Right, this paper is oh, okay, May-June 2022. Recently, last year. Yeah, May-June 2022. Okay, this is actually paper 4. The same thing, I would advise you when you're sitting for your exam, make sure you look at the code number. What is the code number that you are taking? 0620 42. You have to really, when you got the paper, just look at the paper. Okay, this has happened to my daughter. Okay, she was taking her IGCSE. I can't remember, is it maths or chemistry or English? Can't remember. I think it's either maths or chemistry. She's homeschooling. She took the paper at the British Council in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, they gave her the wrong paper, core. Luckily, I always reminded her to look at the code number 062042. Make sure it's extended. Okay, what's the difference between core and extended? Difference is that extended, your highest mark can be A plus, A plus. Core, the highest mark is C. Although you got everything correct, you still get a C. That's the difference. So be very careful, yeah? So that is a reminder. All right. We can go have a look at the time management as well. Although during maths, I did not go through with the time management. We can do so next time. Average time you must spend on the paper, 12 minutes per question. But I would say this is too early for you, you maybe now you may be like, there's a lot of theory that you're not sure, maybe time management is not that important now because maybe you're a bit slow. And then when I'm teaching also, I cannot keep to 12 minutes per question as well because I'm teaching, I'm discussing, and I'm explaining. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. There is okay. Let's have a look at the most basic question. We can go this very quickly. And I would want you to participate. I will call up names as well here. There you go, names. Because I assume everybody will know. My husband is calling. Okay. All right. So I assume everybody know their periodic table by now. Let's test you. It doesn't matter if you got it wrong or correct. It doesn't matter. Okay, the symbol of the element of period 3 of the periodic table are shown. You got sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. So at this stage, you should be able to identify your element with the symbol. So that is the skill. Okay, I'm sure you don't have to memorize it because periodic table is given in the exam. No need to memorize, but it's good if you know, yeah? Answer the following question about this element. Each symbol may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Write the symbol of the element which, okay, we can go through this quickly. Okay, A, forms a stable ion with +2 charge. Arate, yeah? Arate. What's the answer?
Chloride.
Okay. The answer is magnesium. Why? Relate to the periodic table. What do I mean by relate to the periodic table? The group number referring to the charge. This is the beauty or the secret of the periodic table. Okay, so group number 1, group number 2 are metals. So the charge of metal is always positive. I'm going to write down here. This, if you're a bit clueless about this, you can write down in your notebook, something like that. Okay, so what is the group number? Group number, okay, referring to what? Charge. So Group 1 and group 2. Group 1, it should be +1. That's the charge. Group 2 should be +2. Shortcut way of knowing. So look at the periodic table. So the charge and the number of charge referring to the group number. So that's why the answer is magnesium, because magnesium is in group number 2. It says here 2 plus charge. So 2 plus charge. Group number 2 magnesium. The answer is magnesium. B. Which element is the least reactive in the period? Alia? Okay, Alia cannot say anything. I think she's... Where is... Okay. Fahad, the least reactive in the period out of this. Fahad? No sound as well. Fatima, the least reactive in the period.
Silver.
You said silver, but silver is not here.
Oh.
So in other words, you have to answer. Okay, I'll give you one more chance. From sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, silicon, chlorine, and argon. Which one is the least reactive? Fatima?
Aluminium.
The answer is argon. How do we know? Argon is noble gases. Noble gases will not react. So that is the justification, yeah? So noble gases. Noble gases. What is the term that we can use? Not, they are inert, meaning not reactive. Write this down in your notebook. There you go. Argon, if you look in the periodic table, so next time when you come to my lesson, make sure you have a periodic table with you. So you can actually refer to the periodic table. Okay, you can either print it out. I would prefer you to print it out, yeah? I'm still the paper person. And this periodic table, you will use it for 1 whole year. So it's not wasting actually. So you can make a note at your periodic table, you can write something whenever we have lesson. So that's why the answer is argon. Okay. Next. So it doesn't matter. I'm calling you even though you got the answer wrong. This is why you have to have lesson, yeah? Don't be shy. Because I do need to know your level as well. Okay. Which element is used in water treatment? This is something like, oh, okay, don't know. But take a guess. Which one? Okay, I will give you a clue here. This element is the same element that we put in our swimming pool.
Can I answer, teacher?
Yes, please.
I think it's chlorine.
Mabruk, chlorine. Okay. If you think that, oh, okay, I don't know water treatment, think about swimming pool. Okay, think about swimming pool. As easy as that. Next question. Which element forms an oxide, which is the main impurity in iron ore? Or maybe forgot about this. Yeah. But anyway, you can still try. Okay, who is brave enough to try? It doesn't matter. Try. One person. Which element forms an oxide, which is the main impurity in iron ore? Anybody?
Teacher.
I cannot hear you. What is it?
Silicon.
Silicon. Silicon. Just one second. Okay, chlorine. Yes, somebody answered chlorine earlier. Okay, I just saw it. In the iron ore. Okay. I forgot about this, yeah. Even I forgot. Okay. I tell you, I've done this, and then so suddenly my mind when blank also. Let's have a look here. Yes, it is silicon. Mabruk, yeah. This is something that we don't see very, even sometimes I forgot about it. If I don't teach about it, I forgot about it. You will learn. I will try to get some more info that we can actually have a look at the when we are doing topics on some of the ore, aluminium ore, bauxite, iron ore. What is the name of iron ore? Anybody know? What's the name of iron ore? Who answered just now? Anybody? Although this is nothing to do with this question, but I'm just thinking about what is the name of iron ore? Since we are on this topic, why don't we just revise a bit, yeah? Iron ore. And then we got like one more, aluminium, yeah? Aluminium ore. Aluminium ore. So try to do a note as well here. Anybody? Iron ore.
Hematite.
Pardon?
Hematite.
Hematite, mabruk. Aha. Hematite. Those who forgot about it, you can actually. I think my phone is a bit jammed. Just it. Teaching, my dear. Teaching. Okay, teaching. Bye. Okay. What's the name of aluminium ore?
Bauxite.
Bauxite. MashaAllah, yeah. So at the same time, we try as best as possible to do a bit of a note here. Okay, E, element is an important component of fertilizer. Anybody, please? Fertilizer? This is very common.
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus. Mabruk. So I think if you're doing gardening, you should know. Is stored under oil? This is so easy. Is stored under oil? Anybody? Okay. Stored under oil.
Yeah.
We got this sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon.
Yeah, sodium.
Sodium. Okay, sodium. Use in food container. Now we can go very fast. Come on, food container. Somebody? Fatima? Fatima?
Aluminium.
Aluminium. There you go. Aluminium. Okay, now we can go very fast, yeah. And then it's found in the ore zinc blend. Okay, zinc blend. What is it? And what is zinc blend actually? Anybody knows what is zinc blend? Anybody knows what is zinc blend? Nice name, yeah? To give you the chance to. Zinc. Okay, somebody else.
Zinc ore.
Yeah, I know it's zinc ore, but what is it actually? So what is the element found in the zinc ore? Zinc ore is actually zinc blend. Fatima?
Sulfur.
Sulfur, yes. So those who, you can make a note, yeah? So zinc blend is actually zinc ore. And what is the zinc blend is zinc sulfide. Write it down. Sulfide, F-I-D-E. The symbol will be Z and S. There you go. So there's a lot of knowledge that you're learning today, mashallah, yeah? Okay. So how many marks altogether? Total 8 marks. So I would like you to go back, and this topic is actually about reading. There's nothing for you to not understand. It's about reading and it's about for you to remember. So From this class alone, at least you know some of the element and try to remember here, yeah? And then also on the ore, yeah? The iron ore, aluminum ore, and then the zinc ore. Because you will get, inshallah, yeah, this type of question. They will every year, regardless whatever, how they do it. Okay, now let's have a look at part question number 2. Something which is a bit challenging here, inshallah, yeah? Okay, so are we ready to venture into chemistry? Challenge yourself. But again, it's not that difficult actually. Let's read the question. Calcium hydroxide, they already give it to you, is slightly soluble in water. Okay. Calcium hydroxide can be made by the reaction of calcium with water. As a reaction of calcium with water, sorry. Again, calcium hydroxide can be made by the reaction of calcium with water. For 2 marks, write the chemical equation for this reaction. Okay, for number 2, I will show you, yeah, because this is the first class. I'm not going to ask question. So, what is the skill here? You should be able to write a chemical equation of any reaction. Okay, so first of all, they want you a chemical equation. They already told you how to get calcium hydroxide, calcium with water. So what you need to do is just write down the symbol. What's the symbol for calcium? Ca. What's the symbol for water? H2O. I'm typing, so the 2 must be subscript, yeah? And what should be your product? Calcium hydroxide, CaOH. Okay, now, is there anything that I have to check? Yes. Check the symbol one by one. Is the symbol calcium correct? Thumbs up, correct. Is the symbol for water correct? Thumbs up, correct. What about the symbol for calcium hydroxide? Okay, I don't know. What can we check? We can check. Use a pencil. What do we need to do? I'm going to teach you a shortcut way how to, okay, how to correct the symbol, yeah? So calcium is actually in group number 2. So the charge for calcium ion is actually Ca2+. What about hydroxide? Hydroxide ion, you have to memorize OH-. Okay? So what is the thing? So my symbol for calcium hydroxide is wrong. So calcium hydroxide is not CaOH. I need to do something. Why? Because when I wrote down in pencil the charge, what happened? Oops, the charge is not, we cannot nullify the charge, yeah? Cannot nullify. So what should I do? Okay, this is how many plus? I got 2 plus. Okay, I will teach you this method first for you to see clearly. Next time I will teach you the shortcut. So this is only 1 minus. Okay, let's try to nullify this. That's why I said sometimes I'll just, you can see clearly. Oops. In order to nullify, 1 must be 1 positive, 1 negative. And what about this one? I do need another one, yeah? Do need another one in order to nullify. So if that is the case, I do need another OH-. So what should I do? There must be 2 of them. Where do you put the number 2? Put a bracket. So I'm just going to erase the pencil charge here. I'm going to write down the correct symbol for calcium hydroxide. So because we try to nullify the charge, and then we have to justify, we need another 1 of your OH-. So how many OH- that we need? 2. Where do you put the number 2? There you go, number 2 there. There you go. Subscript. Okay. Now, once you got the symbol of the compound, correct. Now what do I need to do now? I need to balance the chemical equation. Balancing meaning the left-hand side of the chemical equation, the number of element must be the same. So just for fun, we use purple color, yeah. So this is my left-hand side. You have to, you know, when you learn chemistry, it's actually not that bad actually. This is your right-hand side. Okay. So what is the rule here? The rule here is that I have to make each of the element, okay, for the reactant and the product, both of them, on the left and on the right must be the same number. Yeah, the same amount. Okay. What is the rule? The rule, please listen carefully. The rule, you have to balance oxygen first. If you balance oxygen later, you have to have a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a never ending. So that's why you can see that sometimes people think that balancing chemical equation is difficult because they left oxygen last. Yeah, no, oxygen first. Okay. So how many oxygen? So I'm going to use color. This is the best thing about online because we can use color. You can see. I'll use pink color for oxygen. So this is my oxygen. How many here? 2. Yeah, 2. There you go. Whatever outside the bracket, you have to multiply it with whatever atom in the bracket. So 2 oxygen. What about here? Oops, I only have 1 oxygen here. 1, yeah, 1 oxygen. So what is the best thing to do? We have to do trial and error using pencil. Remember, yeah? When you're doing this, your own, use pencil. Do not use pen. I have to put number 2 in front here so that my oxygen will be 2. So, alhamdulillah, I'm happy that my oxygen is 2 now. Now, next, I have to what? I have to make my hydrogen balance. Yeah? Let's see hydrogen here. Oops, I got 4 hydrogen. Now, what is the thing that I forgot to put here? I forgot to put, this is why my equation looks a bit weird. I forgot to put hydrogen gas, yeah? There is actually a hydrogen gas produced here. So in other words, I forgot to put hydrogen gas. So we just got to put, besides calcium hydroxide, you get hydrogen gas, okay? 1 second. It's not finished yet, that's why, the H2O. That's why when we balance now, okay, it's affecting my oxygen now. Okay, let's do this. All right. Calcium hydroxide. CaOH2. Hydrogen, yeah, not water, hydrogen. There you go. All right, it's almost time, so I'm a bit rushing, so I tend to do a bit of a mistake. So this is the moral of the story. So that's why when you're doing in the exam, you tend to do careless mistake. Even I do careless mistake. Everybody do careless mistake. So that's why you have to really keep yourself calm. Okay, let's try to do this. So hydrogen, how many now? I got 2 here, 2 here. I got 4. What about here? I got 4. Oh, hydrogen now balanced. Before that, it was not balanced because my equation was actually wrong. So if it's not balanced, check first, yeah? Check your product. I forgot to put my hydrogen. Okay. Next, calcium. You got calcium here, 1 calcium, you got 1 calcium. Okay, it's balanced now. So the chemical equation, the balanced chemical equation is 1 mole of calcium react with 2 mole of water, producing 1 mole of your calcium hydroxide and 1 mole of hydrogen gas. 2 marks. If you see the mark scheme, without balancing, you get, I think you got 1 marks only. If you got the calcium hydroxide wrong, you don't get any marks at all. That is actually a very dangerous thing. So writing a chemical equation, you do need a lot of practice, but inshallah, you'll be good, inshallah, yeah? Now, name another substance that react with water to form calcium hydroxide. Name another substance that reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide. What are the substance that can react with water to form calcium hydroxide? So I'm just going to There you go. If I react this something with water, I will get calcium hydroxide. Now remember, any metal oxide, yeah? Okay, I'm going to write it down here. Any metal oxide, you react with water, we get metal hydroxide. So this is the key point, yeah? If you forgot about this, you may want to write this down. We'll stop in 2 minutes time, inshallah. Any metal oxide reacts with water to form metal hydroxide. So I'm using this theory. So name another substance that reacts with water to form calcium oxide. Calcium hydroxide. So the answer would be calcium oxide. Okay, because calcium oxide reacts with water, I will get calcium hydroxide. 2 more questions, then we're done, inshallah. Yeah. Now let's have a look at part B here. When calcium hydroxide dissolves in water, let's try to get the key point. Calcium hydroxide dissolves in water, it dissociates into ions and form a weakly alkaline solution. Suggest the pH of the aqueous calcium hydroxide. Okay, the key point here is that, weakly alkaline solution. Again, you have to read the question in order to understand. I have my calcium hydroxide, I dissolve in water. Okay, it forms a weak alkaline solution. This is what it means actually. So suggest the pH of the aqueous calcium hydroxide. So what you need to do here is that, what is the theory that you should know? What is the pH of your alkali? pH alkali. Well, 7 is neutral, so we can start with 8. 8 until 12. Okay. So which one is actually weak? Okay. Weak should be from 8. This is weak. What about 12? Would be strong alkali. It is opposite of acid, yeah? Okay, go. How do you know? You have to memorize this. Easy. The scientists already figured it out for us. We just need to know it. Okay? So if that is the case, your answer for B part 1, any answer between 8. You can put 8, you can put 9, you can put 10. Okay, I'll decide just put 9. No issue. Any answer, any number. It's a weak, yeah, because weakly alkaline solution. Don't put 12. 12 will be strong. Now, next question, give the formula of the ion responsible for making the solution alkaline. Okay. What is the ion that makes the solution alkaline? So we use what the theory? Okay, the presence of hydroxide ion. Okay, so alkali solution, what do you have to have? A mass. You have to have hydroxide ion. So they ask for the formula, so the answer OH minus. Okay. All right, we stop here. Alhamdulillah. I think it's a good introduction for all of us. Like I said, I can give you 2 minutes for anybody just to ask question or any topics that you want me to go through next week. I know for maths, for sure somebody asked to do Venn diagram. Let me just write it down here, Venn diagram. Anybody? Anything that you want me to go through next week? Of course, I will definitely pick any question, yeah? from the past paper. So I will try to find the question also. So what do you think? Can ask question here. We can start from the bottom. Nur Shahmi. So you need to give a response to the do you understand? Yeah. Am I going too slow? Am I going too fast? Nur Shahmi.
So far, okay, teacher.
Alhamdulillah. Gina. Can you understand so far what I am?
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillah. Jauhara. Jauhara. Yes, okay. Fatima.
Yes, I understand.
Alhamdulillah. Fahad.
Yeah, so far it's okay, teacher.
Alhamdulillah. Do you think, Fahad, do you think that you can take the challenge to get A or A plus? Okay?
Yeah, I'll take the challenge. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Agit, is it? I'm sorry, Agit, yeah.
Agit.
Agit, what do you think?
Yeah, okay. I
Okay.
understand.
Alhamdulillah. Anybody that I miss? Alia? Did I ask you? I forgot, yeah. Alhamdulillah, yes. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, good, yeah. So I do hope to see you again next week to have more fun with chemistry. You have to really enjoy your chemistry in order to, to get a good score for your chemistry. And like what I said in the last reminder, like what I said for your maths, something that you can do very well, do it very well. You don't want to lose any marks. Yeah, inshallah. So all the best then, inshallah. You still have a long way to go. We will do slowly, but inshallah. Yeah, one step at a time. Just like the ant, isn't it? They're picking up something from small. I don't know how to say that in English, yeah. We got in Bahasa Melayu, sikit-sikit jadi bukit, yeah. So you got like from small we can create something big, something like that. Inshallah, here I will see. I'm happy to see all of you today. Alhamdulillah. So, Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair, Jazakumullahu khair for attending the class and putting the trust for me to teach all of you. So I do hope that you will get a good score, inshallah, when the times come. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye everybody. We'll stop here, yeah? Alhamdulillah.
Okay, thank you so much, teacher.
Most
Okay, thank you,
welcome.
teacher.
Bye.